Engelhard and Johnson Matthey you wanted out of there, right?
Yeah, and we're eventually going to have to take the art bars out.
What in front of me is the closest spot?
I think I probably can't buy these things for much less than $5 over spot. The spot prices are not futures prices. They should be based on supply and demand and actual transactions between individuals.
What should people be buying right now?
Oh, gosh.
Get your Yankee silver rounds featuring coin dealer Tim, exclusively online at SD Bullion. Grab yours today while supplies last.
We are having fun packaging up, aren't we, Tim?
Oh, we're having a blast.
We are. Look at this. You're having me go through and sort and tube a bunch of buffaloes.
Yes.
Why are you having me sort and tube a bunch of buffaloes, Tim?
Because it still hurts to walk and turn my head, pick up things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't mind picking up heavy boxes of buffaloes,
I
apparently.
don't. I want to. I want to help you, man. You are opening up tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is dropping Sunday.
Yeah.
Customers are going to be coming in on Monday.
Oh, dear. I kind of feel that the ribs are healing, but I had two broken,
Yeah.
one on that side and then one behind. I still made the mistake of sneezing today, and
That's not
the
good.
doctor said, why don't you, if you think you're going to sneeze, why don't you grab a pillow and hold it up on this?
Oh,
Usually I don't have that much time.
Laughing too, right?
Laughing
We cannot laugh. This is
I'm
serious.
trying not to laugh.
We'll
yeah.
stay serious here, okay? So I'm having a hard time though getting these all sorted. There are thousands of styles of buffaloes, Tim.
There are several, yes.
This is unreal. I mean, I am starting to get some tubes put together that are the same. And I'm actually using the reverse side up so that I can compare the reverse.
Reverse is the best way, yeah.
That's the best way to do it, right?
It is.
If I can't find throughout this entire store matching buffalo rounds, if I just put like a mix and call it mixed 1 ounce silver buffalo rounds, would people want those? Curated by Yankee, sold by Tim.
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
Because if we look around enough, we're going to find enough to fill a tube.
Have you ever heard of the law of diminishing returns?
Oh, yeah. That's been going on here for a couple of years.
We'll ask you right now in the comments if you'd be interested at a good deal, right? Would you offer a really good deal for the mix?
Sure. Why
Okay.
not?
I also got was able to put together a tube of these Walking Liberty style rounds. Those are Sunshine Minting rounds. Working on some other Morgan style rounds. I did get a couple of those. Where were they? Oh, here's one. These are popular, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, those also from Sunshine Minting. And there's one down here full of what is labeled buffalo rounds. Do I have to go through those and make sure that they are?
Every one of them, yeah. You don't want to be lying to people.
Okay, I will go through all those rounds for
Maybe
you.
some gold coins in those. I don't know.
No, don't say that. Do you remember the Nifty 50? The stocks back in, what, 66, 67, 68?
Yeah.
They popped. And right after they popped, silver went up 2,500% the following decade. Do you remember the dot-com?
Oh, I definitely do, yes.
2000, 2001, right?
I only had about 7,000 shares of WorldCom.
Oh. When that popped, silver went up 1,200% over the following decade. Did you know that?
That's about right, yeah.
All right. So now I think we're in the midst of a magnificent 7 bubble. And I think when that pops, we're going to see something very similar occur with silver.
It's a good investment to get your hands on.
Would buffaloes be a good alternative for people that are just getting into stacking?
Right now, for some reason, that market is constrained. I suspect that it's been very difficult for a lot of the people who make buffaloes to make a living doing it. And that's because they're not here in China. The silver is quite a bit more expensive here, and it's not being mined in any great quantity here. A lot of recycling of silver going on, but if it's all 999 that's being recycled, it's probably going into COMEX blocks. So, yeah, if there is a healthy supply of silver, the prices will start coming down. But I'm not sure there is right now. The market is not constrained, but what led up to the price of silver products going up? All the recycling that was going on. Okay, so what did it do? If people sent all their 100-ounce bars and their kilo bars to be recycled, what does that do? Well, it takes it off the market. And there are tons and tons of silver that has been taken off the market, turned into COMEX blocks. So, a really good company that has all these silver products like SD Bullion, they're going to be on the market buying COMEX blocks to make their product. They won't probably be going to a mine someplace because all this stuff has been recycled.
Tim stopped our discussion to listen to someone leaving a message on his answering machine. But isn't it so good to have the silver and gold OG back in his shop? And we're going to get back to him in just a minute because he's going to share his thoughts on what silver you and I need to be buying right now. But this was recorded before the U.S. launched Operation Epic Fury. Tim and I chatted off camera about what would happen to the price of gold and silver if war was launched against Iran. Bottom line, up. Gold up, silver way up. Silver is crucial to our weapon systems, our missiles, our bombs, you know that. And while Tim may have a semi-truck of retail silver products in his shop, we have a shortage, okay, especially with the silver COMEX blocks. That's why all the silver is being melted down, and the deficits are mounting. The global silver market has entered its sixth consecutive year of structural deficit. We have an accumulated gap of nearly 900 million ounces since 2021. We need more silver. Let me tell you about another silver and gold OG, Eric Sprott. Now, I follow this guy too. This billionaire called the last massive silver bull market in the 2000s. And he's predicting silver could reach $150 to $300 plus in this cycle. And he's super excited, as I am, with the Silver Junior Miner sponsoring this portion of my video. Kootenay Silver. Eric Sprott bought shares of Kootenay back in 2019 and again in 2020, and he still owns them. 7 years. Okay, he owns about 4% of the company. Why? Well, they're a rare pure play silver junior. Their main target metal is silver. Also, James McDonald. He's Kootenay Silver's president and CEO, and he's been at their helm for 20 years. This is the guy who played a pivotal role in creating Alamos Gold. And if you haven't heard about them, Alamos Gold delivered quadruple-digit returns during the bull market in the 2000s. Alamos is up over 20,000% all time. It's a $20 to $23 billion company. And that's a CEO with a track record, James McDonald. Also, Kootenay Silver owns 4 silver projects containing one of the largest resources of any junior explorer. I especially love their Columba high-grade silver project. They've got classic silver veins all over this big area. But across their entire portfolio, they've got a staggering 223 million ounces of silver equivalent in the measured and indicated category and an additional 111 million ounces of silver equivalent in the inferred category. Only a handful of companies globally control deposits of this scale and grade, and Kootenay Silver has 4 of them. Kootenay Silver has a market cap of $222 million roughly in US dollars. They're scheduled to drill about 200,000 feet of earth in the next 12 months. No other silver company has so much drilling planned and underway with that low of a market cap. Finally, analysts back in June of 2025, when silver was $36 an ounce, they published price targets for Kootenay Silver of roughly $2 a share US. One of them upped it a few weeks later to around $2.30 a share, again, US dollars, partially due to upcoming geopolitical turmoil that we have going on right now. Today, with silver, up more than 100% since these analysts' guidance, Kootenay silver, just about $1.49 a share. In my opinion, this stock has room to run, and run very soon. Now, obviously, that's my opinion. I'm just a guy on YouTube making you aware of silver and gold mining opportunities out there. I do like Kootenay silver. You may or may not. That's fine. You do you. But if you are interested in them, I strongly recommend you research them fully. I have a bunch of important links down in the video description below. Check them out. Their ticker symbol is KOOYF, and they're available on platforms like Schwab, Fidelity, Interactive Brokers, and E-Trade. All right, message is over. Let's get back to Tim. What have you been working on over here, packaging up?
I sent some 90% to a customer that's a little overdue.
Is this a good product for new stackers to get into?
We've always made a market in constitutional.
Okay.
And I have a lot of it that I have to get out into the mail. Mm-hmm. Taking a couple of weeks off makes getting back here and up and running a little more difficult.
What's under here? You have me also working on the silver bars. You have me sorting those.
Yeah.
Engelhard and Johnson Matthey, you want it out of there, right?
Yeah, and we're eventually going to have to take the art bars out. Because I've had a lot of people ask me if I could send them a picture of our art bars.
Oh, good. No, I was looking. There's a lot of art bars in there, so I will remove them as well.
Yeah, just put them in a separate box or something.
I will. Is that a good thing for newbies to get into? 1 ounce silver bars.
It is. It's fairly easy. There should be a lot around because they've been making them for so long. Mm-hmm.
The Engelhard, Johnson Matthey.
Unfortunately, the price is going up as the price of silver goes up.
The price goes up. I know.
We're competing with the paper prices, and that's not. It's not ethical. And it's not right. The spot prices are not futures prices. They should be based on supply and demand and actual transactions between individuals. Keep in mind, the people who make buffaloes and the people who sell them have to go by some price. The futures prices are being posted as if they were spot prices, and that's not right. And that's what's ruining the market.
What do you think about the tariff ruling by the Supreme Court?
It's a little confusing because there's so many ways around it. And what Trump was doing,
might use one of those ways.
He's going to have to.
Yeah.
But he'll probably have to go back to the Supreme Court to get decisions. And they'll say, no, we didn't mean that. We actually meant it includes that, that, and that, which they didn't. I mean, Kavanaugh wrote the most brilliant opposing opinion, and so did Thomas. I mean, the two of them looked at all the history, and there's lots of history with tariffs. Mm-hmm. Basically what Trump did was something that Nixon did, and the Supreme Court didn't have any problem then.
Let's get back.
So essentially, I agree with Trump. I was born in 1946, a year after World War II ended, and everybody I knew, in school, throughout the early 50s. Knew a family member, a relative, a neighbor, an acquaintance who had a family member die in World War II. Okay, and so even today, if you go to Europe, doesn't matter if it's France, Germany, Italy, Poland, any of the countries that took a beating in World War II, and somebody says, I won't pick another name, but you know who I'm talking about. What do you think of your president? I think he's a Nazi. They would look at you with a cold stare, and you would be wearing a scarlet letter, of ignorance. How could you be so ignorant to call an American politician a Nazi? The fact is that tens of thousands of American soldiers died to rid the world of fascism and Nazism, And that really irks me when these people use that kind of language. It's just
really
it's just shocking that the people use Nazi, fascist, Gestapo. I mean, these people are, how could they be so stupid? I was a political science major in college. But, you know, if people would just do a little reading, okay, especially about history, they'll find out there's a big world of tariffs out there. I mean, tariffs were placed on the South during the Civil War, before the Civil War. That was an issue. Every war in the world has cost a lot of money. We didn't have any money to go fight World War I. That's why we got the Federal Reserve System. Okay, it was
Big mistake.
a big mistake, because what followed that was the tax situation, and so
Moved from tariffs to income tax, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's, you know, we really didn't have enough industry to be requiring tariffs.
They are desperate. Monday, tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. So I had a neighbor stop by my house, couple. I've known them for a long time. Brand new to stacking. They had $2,000. They wanted to buy silver. I know what I told them. What would you tell them as a rule of thumb? First timers.
I would say bars and rounds that are as close to spot as you can get.
Close to spot.
And nothing is close to spot right now.
What's the closest? What in front of me is the closest to spot?
I think I probably can't buy these things for much less than $5 over spot.
What about this trade unit?
Those are generally less money because they came out in the 70s. And so you see a lot of them from the 70s and 80s.
Ooh. Don't tread on me. How popular is this one?
Very popular.
Yeah? I wonder why.
It's one of the patriotic ones.
I love it.
And there are a couple of versions. The other one is probably a little more popular, the one that has a Tea Party on the back.
That is the kind of thing that I told my neighbor to focus on. Just a generic bullion silver
I
round.
think that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
And maybe a bar or two.
And the sovereign rounds are probably a little less per coin, more than the general rounds. But I think it's, you know, it used to be they were $4 or $5 over. I think
Right.
that's gone up some too.
Wow. When are the premiums going to come down on all this stuff, Tim?
Well,
When does sanity return?
when the people that we don't like stop controlling the market.
Well, we got to get back to work. I gotta do this. You got some more packing to do, but
I do.
thank you. This has been fun.
I hope I'm going to make it in tomorrow.
What time do you think? Noon, 1? When do you normally
I'm
open?
probably going to open up at noon this
Okay.
coming week. Yeah, I still have a doctor's appointment I have to go to, so I kind of have to rush back from that.
Don't rush doing anything, Tim.
No, I guarantee you, I'm not running. I'm barely able to walk.
All right, we'll see what it's like come Monday morning. This should be interesting.
When you have a back injury, it's amazing how much it affects.
It does. It affects everything.
I have to put a sweater on. It's got to be comical because I'm so careful about, you know, which way my arms go.
All right. Well, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. Let's get back to work.
All right, thanks.